by making our table of points. So right up here, there's the plus button, and you're going to hit table, X and Y. And I'm just going to start entering the points. I will worry about the graph after I enter all my points. So right now, all of ours should look exactly the same. 0.2. Let's do this, 2002. Oh, cool. There you go. It's going to automatically fill for me. Okay. Of the second derivative. 7.6. The nice part about doing your data on the computer is it's really easy to go back and edit and see your changes automatically. Okay, so we've got our data. I need the scatter plot. So I need to change this. Obviously, I can't see anything on my graph. So this little wrench up here, that's where you can change your viewing window. So right? You've got the X and the Y axes here. Look at where your X's and Y's are. So I'm just going to go straight to my table data, and I'm going to type in the values, right? The lowest ones and the highest ones. Now you can expand a little bit so that you've got a little room on either side. Okay, so now I just have to check my numbers here. So let's just do, I'll just do 100 and then I'll do 300. Oh, there they are. You should be able to see the points. Now, let's say you made a typo. You just go back and change it, and it automatically updates your point. Okay, so 169.0. Okay, so as long as you're in your window, they should automatically appear. So right here, see this little circle right next to the Y? If you click it, that will delete your points, but make sure it's highlighted. And if you click and hold, you get color options and different sizes and things like that. Like I can make them open circles. I can make them X's. Okay? Make them red or blue, whatever color you like. I like orange. No, I don't. Red's better. Okay. I'm going to make my points a little smaller, so I'll make them a 6. Okay, so obviously the zoom works, but you want to try to get a good window so that you can actually see the points, okay? I do like to see my x-axis because I like to see what the difference is. And I do like to see my y-axis. So right here, I'm going to click my wrench button again and see your labels. Add a label. You should pop up on the bottom right of your screen, right? So that wrench button is how you fix your viewing window. Okay, my Y label, so I have to go back and read my data. This is median home prices. Okay, this is median prices in thousands. So thousands. Okay, so there it goes. Now, I really prefer to see like quadrant 1. So right here in my X column, what if I change my label to years since 2000? Which means that this would really be a 0. right? I'm just gonna, instead of writing 2001, 2002, I'm just gonna write that single digit year. Watch, so what's happening, my points are deleting as I change this because it's automatically updating. And so I'm gonna scroll, you could just change your window, you could click and drag. Okay, that's obviously slow, so I'm gonna just go back and I'm gonna be like, okay, let's change my X's because I made it more reasonable. We'll go -2 to 12. There they are. There are my points. So that's a better graph to look at. Quadrant 1. You kind of want to see both those axes in your picture. So I scaled my data, right? And just years since 2000. So 2000, 2001, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, so we've made the scatter plot. We've got a title. We've got labels. It's a decent picture. I'm just reading off these things that I needed to do. Okay, make a regression model. Okay, so you're going to come down here, click in the next line, and you see how this is a subscript here, Y1? You literally just type Y1 and it automatically makes it a subscript. And then you want to type the approximation. It's like the little curvy thing right there. It's in the top left of your keyboard next to the 1. Okay, how do you make a regression? You just start typing. AX plus B. Now, because my table is Y1 and X1, you have to use Y1 and X1. So now it just made me a straight line that goes through this. Well, that doesn't look like a straight line. So I want to try AX squared plus BX plus C. Yes. Okay, Y1. Whoop. That's good. Okay, Y1. Literally just type Y and the 1 on your keyboard. It automatically makes it a subscript. The little curly approximation is right to the left of the 1. And then you just start typing AX1. Straight line through the origin. Okay, now a straight line didn't work, so I'm going to do the caret key to get an exponent. I'm going to make it squared. Plus BX1 plus, let's try a plus button, plus C. Oh, now I've got a parabola still doesn't look good. It looks pretty curvy. So I'm going to up the degree. So I'm just going to go back and I'm going to type cubic. Oh, that's looking much better, right? You see how as I add the degree, the line is getting curvier? X1 plus D. So that looks pretty good. Now you can try whatever degree you want. Okay, maybe I do a 4th degree, but honestly, this looks pretty reasonable. I'm going to change the color though so I can see the points. I'm going to come back and make my points bigger so that I can see them through the line. Okay, make them filled in. Okay, so I can see my points and the line, and it's a reasonable approximation. They're pretty close. It doesn't have to be perfect. Now, how do you know it's a good regression line? Remember that R squared thing you sort of learned about? 0.98? That's pretty good. Okay, now just for trying things here, I'm going to, let's see if I can do this, if it's going to let me. Okay, I was just going to copy it, and I'm going to try a 4th degree, but I didn't want to lose the 3rd degree, so I was just going to put them both up here and see which one that I thought was better. Okay. Okay, you can't use the letter E because E has a special meaning here. So skip the letter E. Okay, so look, my R squared is 0.98 and here it's 0.98. They're almost exactly the same if I'm looking at my viewing window here. Guys, pick the lowest degree that gives you the best graph. Don't do a fourth degree if the third degree is just as good. Okay, because the higher the degree, the more annoying the derivatives get. So pick the lowest degree that gives you a good picture. Don't make it overcomplicated just because, right? 0.982, 0.985. For 0.003 on your R squared, it's not worth it. R squared closest to 1 means it's a really good fit, okay? So 0.98 is awesome. Okay, so I'm not even going to try to go higher because I'm satisfied with the cubic. Okay, so take a look at your paper, all right? So my Desmos is here. I'm going to look at my paper, and we're going to just write down a little bit of what we just learned here. Oh, is it open? There it is. Okay, so notice here, guys, I don't know why this is so blurry. Look at the equation. Cubic. Check out what you just got in Desmos. It's the same thing. Look at that. From Desmos, we got y equals, look at your a value, negative 0.532. And they're rounding. It's fine. I don't care. You round as much or as little as you need to. Okay? 5, 3, 2, 1, x cubed. Notice it's exactly the equation that they gave us to work with on this worksheet. Okay. B, okay, plus 5, 3, 6, 9. So it should be 1. Oh, x squared. Okay. C is negative 0.3048. Now, I would say whatever you choose to round to, just keep it consistent, okay? And my last number, plus 169.284. Okay, I don't care how you round, just be reasonable, all right? So maybe I'm going to go back and I'm going to adjust. 532x cubed seems reasonable. Plus 5.37x squared, okay? Minus 0.305x. And then plus 169.3. That seems reasonable. You pick what you want to round to. Look at the numbers and pick something that you want to round to. See this number that was all decimals? Maybe you want a few more digits there. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember significant figures? Barely. Okay, see how each of these numbers has 3 digits? There's 3 significant figures. It didn't matter whether they happened after or before the decimal place. Okay, so there you go. Now, how would I record this data? Take a screenshot of it, right? You want to put this in your report or keep it online somewhere? Take a screenshot of your graph that you just made, okay? Now, it looks like my y-axis needs to be relabeled, or my x-axis, because I don't see the, right, the label here. So I'd have to find that. I don't know where it went. Ooh. Okay. There we go. So you get a good window. Snag it, snip it, whatever your copy and paste tools are. That's what you can use. Okay, print screen. Oh, mine's not gonna work because I'm using it right now.